Hello everyone, my name is Leili Seifi, an associate professor at the University of Birjan and a member of the 2024 ELC pitch competition planning team. Today I interview Carly Feinberg, second place 2023 ELC pitch competition. Hi Carly, and thank you so much for accepting the invitation.
Hi, Leili. Thanks for inviting me to the interview, and I'm excited to speak about my experience.
Thank you. Carly, could you please tell us about yourself to our audiences?
Yes, definitely. So my name is Carly Feinberg, and I'm the small business consultant at the Baltimore County Public Library in Maryland. So the three main roles of my job that I like to mention involve offering one-on-one business consulting, organizing business-related programs and events at the library, and then facilitating and strengthening partnerships between the library and other entrepreneur support organizations in Maryland.
That's great. Thank you. Carly, how did you find out about the ELC pitch competition to submit a proposal?
So I don't know for certain, but I believe it was from the library's Build Business community discussion. I'm pretty sure that's how I heard about
Okay, thank you. And what were the results of your library and community being awarded?
So that's a great question. And we had a really great learning experience from being awarded the grant funding and developing our program. And it has actually evolved a lot over the last year since the pitch competition. But I want to start off by saying that our goal has remained the same. So originally, our intention was to provide cleaning equipment to the reentry community in order to help them pursue entrepreneurship by removing barriers for individuals wanting to start a cleaning business. So originally the proposal was involved buying professional grade cleaning equipment, which involved a commercial backpack vacuum, a carpet cleaner, and a floor scrubber. Interested participants would be participating in our 7-week Entrepreneur Academy that we offer yearly at the Baltimore County Public Library. And then participants who graduated from Entrepreneur Academy by attending 5 of the 7 classes would then have access to the cleaning equipment for up to 3 months at a time in order to gain business experience that they could either then continue to use for running a cleaning business or taking the experience they gained in order to apply it to a different type of business. So that was the original goal. And I can give you a little background on how it has evolved. So that was our original proposal. And we continue, the goal continues to be supporting the reentry community pursuing entrepreneurship. However, we found out that our Entrepreneur Academy was in the fall, and we advertised it to the Baltimore County Department of Corrections and several local reentry organizations that support the reentry community in different ways. So we had several interested individuals apply or register for Entrepreneur Academy. So we started out with a solid group. However, Entrepreneur Academy is a 7-week pretty intensive course. It's an hour and a half each week for 7 weeks. And we realized that I think that was the first barrier we ran into is that individuals reentering society have a lot of things that they have to handle right up front, whether it's related to housing, making money right away for, a car or just, daily things they need in their life. So we realized that the 7-week course posed as the first barrier because not everyone that was interested was able to finish the course. Some dropped out right away. And again, it is pretty intensive. So we realized that that might have been a barrier that we created unintentionally. And then afterwards, after the 7-week course, we did have a couple graduates. However, we realized at that point that they all were pursuing different business ideas. So one was starting a microgreens business, one was starting a computer repair business, the third was starting a clothing business. So we realized that the pool we started with ended up not actually interested in they were more interested in the entrepreneurial training as opposed to the Clean Start program in particular. So we had to we kind of stepped back and realized we might have pigeonholed ourselves um, by creating such a narrow program. And so we didn't want to, one, turn people away for people, if people were interested in starting a business, but they weren't interested in starting a cleaning business. We didn't want them to feel like they couldn't participate. We didn't want the 7-week course to pose as, whether it was a time constraint or just something that they couldn't commit to. So we tried to rethink what we were offering to make it more inclusive, make it a wider scope of entrepreneurial pathways that the person could pursue. And so we then created a second version, which is actually, we planned it for April, which is Second Chance Month. So it's celebrating re-entry, and it's a national celebration. So now it's actually starting in 2 weeks. We kind of rethought the program a little bit. So now it's going to be a 2-part business workshop. So it's only 2 classes as opposed to 7. The classes are then followed up by a virtual reentry resource fair. So we're bringing together several local reentry organizations to share the support that they offer. It's 2 local universities. It's the Maryland Reentry Resource Center and our city library system. But Enoch Pratt, they have a program called Project Encore that also supports reentry. So it's now going to be the 2-part business workshop, the virtual reentry resource fair. In May, we're doing a suit giveaway, which we're collaborating with another organization to provide free formal wear, both for individuals that are pursuing a business, as well as just they need formal wear for perhaps job interviews or, other occasions. So it's going to be the suit giveaway. And then we're going to conclude our Baltimore County Public Library Second Chance Month celebration with a business pitch competition. So then it's giving the opportunity for people who have all sorts of business ideas. The business training, which we're focusing on the most important aspects of starting a business, which includes the market research, testing business feasibility. We're connecting them with the different resources that are available. And then we're going to meet with them at the end of April to review their business templates that we have created. It's a 1-page business template that covers the 9 most important aspects of starting a business. And then those individuals will be able to participate in our pitch competition, where we'll have judges available to provide feedback. And then also there will be 3 monetary prizes that they can use for actually launching their business. And that's going to be half of the grant funding that we were awarded from the ELC Pitch Competition 2023. So that's how we kind of reworked it to make it more open, to make it more inclusive. And we also recognize that seed funding is one of the most common resources that are lacking in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So just the initial funding to get started. So we realized that this is a better way for us to make a direct impact for people who have developed their business idea and are ready to get going, to take away that last barrier for them to actually move forward and have the funding to do so. And then with the remaining portion of the ELC pitch funding, we're going to make it available for the other participants who might not know what business they're wanting to start. We have a local organization that provides skills training in a variety of different sectors. So, for example, bicycle repair, painting, like house painting. There's plumbing classes. There's several different classes that sewing basics in case someone wants to start a tailoring business. So then we're making that funding available for individuals who want to start a business. They have the training, and then they just need that final skill that they can develop in order to turn that into a business. So then we're both supporting people who have their existing business idea, and then those who want to start a business but don't have that last piece of the puzzle yet. So that's how it's kind of evolved. And there was a lot of takeaways that we learned along the way that we originally didn't consider. So when we originally were going with the cleaning route, specifically the cleaning route, we realized that a lot of these individuals don't have access to a vehicle. So then they would have the equipment, but then it would be a hard time getting the equipment to the actual customers to provide the cleaning. So there was a couple of things that we quickly realized were issues that we didn't see at first. And Oh, and then also the cleaning products that we were going to purchase have expiration dates. So that was another thing we thought of. If there's not enough interest for people to be using the equipment and the products, then they'd eventually cleaning products don't last forever. So there was a couple of things that we didn't realize were issues until we were more into the process, I suppose. But so that is how our Clean Start idea evolved into the Baltimore County Public Library Second Chance Celebration Month, which is a multi-part celebration to support entrepreneurship in a variety of different ways. So that's
Oh,
the long answer.
wow, wow, very, very impressive, very impressive, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Carly, what suggestions do you have for those applying to the 2024 ELC pitch competition?
I have a couple. So my first one would be, which might have already been taken away from my last answer, is to make sure you get a lot of feedback from your target audience early on, because that might reveal issues that you didn't recognize. So, for example, the fact that some people reentering society don't have vehicles. So that's something that we weren't considering when we were developing our idea. So just getting as much feedback as possible from both potential partners and your target audience, if you want to be working with, that'll help you develop an idea that is fulfilling a need and fulfilling it in the need that can best support your end goal. So yeah, and then identifying those partners that can help you is key as well.
Thank you. And what recommendations do you have for the 2024 ELC pitch competition planning team?
So I did want to mention that I think the planning team did an amazing job last year. The bringing in Jen Hensel, who provided information on how to develop, a captivating pitch, was so key in me developing my own pitch deck for the competition. So I think that a lot of the information was provided helped me feel confident going into the competition, feeling like I knew what I was doing and that I'd be able to effectively give my pitch. So I think you all did a really excellent job last year. And I don't know if I have actually any additional tips, but I think the added value for those classes that were included really were beneficial.
Thank you. And any additional thoughts for future ELC pitch competitions?
I really think that on kind of learning about what other library systems are doing to support entrepreneurship, economic development in their communities, things like that, can really inspire ideas that might work for your own community. That's how I get a lot of the ideas for business classes and programs at the Baltimore County Public Library, is learning about the amazing things that are being done at other library systems. So I definitely encourage people who might be considering offering more business support at their system to just get an idea of what is happening at other library systems. Even some of the other contestants in the pitch competition focusing on older generations and supporting entrepreneurship in older generations, the younger business pitch competition, these all were ideas that I think were really well thought out and have made me want to perhaps replicate them in the future. So I think if people are interested in offering business support and they're not really sure where to start or what they might want to offer to their community, just do some Googling, find other library systems websites, and that might give you some inspiration on what might benefit your community and what you might have the resources and capacity to offer.
Thank you so much for this great conversation, Carly. It was really great, and I think it will be really useful for our upcoming, applicants to just hear from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Leili. I'm really looking forward to the 2024 ELC pitch competition, so thanks for the opportunity for me to share my experience.
Thank you. Thank you.